And a very good Wednesday to everybody, the 23rd of December, 2020. Folks, this is the NDFD map. I hope everyone is going to be ready because this is going to be a wicked Christmas storm for many. Why do I say that? It's going to bring snow. It's going to have blizzard conditions. It's going to be heavy, heavy rain. It's going to be windy. Some places already have hurricane strength winds up around Alaska moving into the west and on across. It's going to be cold. Some of the coldest temperatures we've seen yet. Just listen to a few of these examples. On Christmas Day, Miami, Florida's high should be around 63. Sebring, Florida's high on Christmas Day, 56. Atlanta, Georgia's Christmas high, 35 degrees. Stick around, folks. I got a lot to tell you. It's all coming up right here on J7409 Weather. My name's Jewel. Before we get to that, I've got to show you something spectacular. This picture was sent to me, along with the next one, from Rebecca. Now, Rebecca's from Oklahoma, but these pictures were taken by Laura Wells. Oklahoma had perfect conditions for seeing the Great Conjunction and the Christmas star. Look here, here's Saturn. You can even see one of the moons. Look at the moons around Jupiter. Just excellent, excellent photos here. And this one was spectacular. Look at that, folks. I had to share these with you, and I want to thank Rebecca for sending me these. And Laura, excellent photography work, my friend. I wish I could have got out with my telescope and got some like this, but I couldn't. Just beautiful. Thanks again. If you have any pictures that you would like to share with all of us, please, weather pictures, astronomical pictures, please click Show More, scroll down. You'll see my email address to send them to. Also, for watches, warnings, hazardous weather, anything of that type, click Show More, scroll down. You'll find a link to go to check out the watches and warnings up over on the community page. Now, folks, when I talk about cold temperatures, I'm talking about some of the coldest temperatures many of us have seen all year coming up Christmas Day. Now, this is Tropical Tidbits temperature guide here. You can see it's set right here. This is at 6 a.m. Christmas morning. It's not looking too bad in Florida and up the coast right now, but just hold on. As you look up in Minnesota, now this is Fahrenheit. It's not wind chill. It's even going to be colder. That's 4. That's -8. That's -4 as a matter of fact. Wisconsin, -1. Look at all of it. It's cold across the entire U.S. So let's just move through a little bit. Now this is lunchtime Friday. You can see the temperature as this storm's going to move through, as I'm going to show you. Temperatures are dropping. Lunchtime Friday. Look, we got some 40s in Florida. Look at this. Look at this. 20 in northern Georgia. Now, it may get a little bit warmer, but I think Atlanta's high is going to be around 35. And when we get to 6 o'clock, Christmas Day afternoon, here we go. 64 for a high. As I was talking, I said 63, 64 down in Miami. Going to be in the 30s here, but the wind chill is going to make it feel even worse. And at nighttime by the next day, it's going to be awful, folks. 13 over in the western part of the Appalachians here in Virginia. 18 in Ohio. Look at this. Alabama, northern Alabama, 29. Northern Mississippi, 29. 21 in northern Georgia. It's going to be some of the coldest weather a lot of us have seen yet. So far as severe thunderstorm activity goes today, well, we got some, folks, that could happen. We do have this risk of severe thunderstorms across much of the southern Louisiana areas as far south as Mississippi. Now, severe thunderstorms are also expected from late afternoon through tonight from the upper Texas coast across much of southern Louisiana and Mississippi, with isolated activity from southern Alabama into the western Florida panhandle by tomorrow morning. Now, what are the chances for tornadoes? 5% all along the coastlines here and the intersections of Louisiana, part of Mississippi, and Alabama at 5%. 2% in the rest of the places where you see here. Wind is going to be a problem, up to 15% along the coastlines here. So everyone be prepared for this and watch your skies. Tomorrow, this is going to move further over this way, and we are all going to be on it in the East Coast. People, please prepare. Please check your local weather stations and listen to what's going on. This is a wicked storm with a combination of so much stuff going on. Watches and warnings are everywhere for all kinds of things, from flooding to blizzards to high snow impacts to high wind and very, very cold temperatures. Here's the future radar. I'm going to turn it on and tell you what's happening, folks. This is a potent surface low pressure system, and it's going to move across the upper Midwest today toward the upper Great Lakes, and it's going to spread the snow and these high winds to the north central U.S. on the back side of it. Now, on the front side of it, it's going to warm up. Soon as that warm starts to drop, look out. Snow over 6 inches is possible across northern portions of the plains and into the upper Midwest and the upper Great Lake region through tonight. Now, heavy snow is then going to continue from the upper peninsula of Michigan and the western lower Michigan area for tomorrow. And it's also in favor of the lake effect areas. Now, additionally, high winds are likely today given the depth of the surface low. High wind warnings and wind advisories are in effect for much of the plains and into the Mississippi Valley region. In eastern Dakotas, northeastern Nebraska, parts of Minnesota, and northwestern Iowa, blizzard warnings are in place where the snow and winds could combine to create blizzard conditions with lowering, of course, the visibility and the treacherous travel. Now, a strong cold front associated with the low, it's going to sweep across the Mississippi Valley today and into the Ohio-Tennessee Valley early Thursday. Now, moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, it's going to stream in today ahead of the cold front, and that will lead to increasing rain chances and the possibility for isolated flooding, flash flooding for the lower Mississippi Valley into the Tennessee Valley through tonight. And we do have that chance of severe weather, as I've told you about. Now, as this front tracks eastward Thursday, 1 to 3 inches of heavy rains forecast for the eastern third of the country through Christmas morning. Severe storms are once again possible Thursday, with especially over eastern North Carolina. The bigger hazard is likely going to be flooding and flash flooding. And we also, of course, have this excessive rainfall in place for the Appalachians and into the northern mid-Atlantic region and the northeast. For many areas, the rain is expected to fall on top of all of this deep snowpack we've had from the northeaster last week. Now, when all of this rain hits where all of this snow is, that's going to exacerbate the flooding concerns, and this rain's going to cause all of this rapid snow melt. Another concern is the added weight that rain could put on the tops of roofs and buildings that remain covered by heavy snow. Winds also remain a threat with this low pressure system as it tracks toward the east, and high wind watches are already posted for eastern New England. Now, strong cold front's going to be a dividing line between much below normal temperatures behind the front in the western and sections, and then the central U.S. sections, and much of the above normal temperatures ahead of it will be from the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes region today across the east. But I'm telling you, yes, it's going to warm up ahead of this front. You could be warmer than you've been in a while, but then it is going to drop like crazy. crazy. Now, the warm temperatures in the northeast for tomorrow should be another contributing factor to flooding, since it could cause this rapid snowmelt in nearby rivers and streams. Now, the cold temperatures behind the front, it will support the snow of possibly several inches across eastern portions of the Ohio Valley and across the central Appalachians tomorrow, Thursday, into Christmas morning. Elsewhere, we do have fire danger. It's still a concern across portions of Southern California today and tomorrow, and it is still at a critical risk with the red flag warnings. These dry conditions are going to cause elevated risk of fire weather in the southern plains as well. And that's a check of your weather, folks. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Please be prepared because it's going to be a big change coming up for a whole lot of us. Be prepared and watch your weather. I love you guys. Thank you for everything you do for me. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like this video. I would appreciate it a lot. You have much peace, love, and kindness in your lives today and the days ahead. And Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.